Hey there guys, Guy with the Current 23 here with my first, as promised, weekly Blu-ray DVD update. Only Blu-rays this week. Got a moderate stack of stuff, so I'll be showing that off, hopefully all in this video, including my first Criterion and my first Scream Factory release. So first off, we'll get to the Criterions. First up, we have, and this was my actual first one, we have Fish Tank, a very, very good British film from 2009, I believe. Starring Katie Jarvis, who was a first-time actor, Michael Fassbender, Kirsten Waring, and a lot of really good kind of host of British talent, if you will. About this girl who's kind of doesn't get along with her mum on this council estate in, I think it's London or Bristol, and it's basically her trying to escape this monotonous life of kind of doing nothing, drinking and stuff. She's like a dancer, and she wants to just get away from her life, and then Michael Fassbender comes into it as her mum's new boyfriend, and kind of things kind of unravel with him, and it's just a really good kind of, I guess called a human drama, I guess, but I really, really like this one. I'm a big kind of campaigner of British films, and this is one of the best, so I've got a Fish Tank. And then we have Life is Sweet, directed by Mike Leigh. I haven't watched this one yet, but I think I'll watch this one tonight. Big fan of Mike Leigh. Naked, one of my favourite films of all time. Absolutely amazing film. Haven't seen this one yet, heard a lot of good things about it. I mean, it must be pretty good if the US are doing an edition like this. And excited to watching this. Like I said, big fan of Mike Leigh, love all his films, and hope this will be one that I'll really enjoy as well. So Life is Sweet. And then we have a few horror titles in the same horror series. First up, we have Wrong Turn, if we get that out of the glare. This is Region A American version. I remember watching this, I thought he was pretty good. Heard the other films are absolute shite, but I've only seen one of them and I didn't kind of mind it that much. So I have Wrong Turn, the first one. It's just one disc with those shitty eco cases, but I've got regular ones I can put it into. But anyway, quite like it. It's not amazing, but it's a decent kind of horror about this these people who take a wrong turn and get picked up by this family of cannibals. And then I have the sequel, what's it called? Wrong Turn 2 Dead End. This is the one I've seen. I didn't mind it. The kids were kind of in it, were kind of dickish as usual, but it's got Henry Rollins in it, which is a pretty good thing. Again, just one disc. Won't show all these inside, but yeah, so I didn't mind this one. I haven't watched this on Blu-ray yet, but well, yeah, it is what it is, I guess. And then I have Wrong Turn 3 Left for Dead. Haven't seen this one. Again, people say, or I read kind of the Blu-ray review on Bluray.com and said it was like absolute shite. But I'll take it on its, well, not merit, but I'll watch it, see what I think. So yeah, Wrong Turn 3 Dead End. And then haven't got Wrong Turn 4 yet, or at least on Region A. And then Wrong Turn 5 Bloodlines. The fourth one is an origin story, I believe, and this kind of carries on from where the other ones left off. Again, haven't watched this one. Again, heard it's shite, but again, I'll watch it and give my opinions on it. And the last Region A title, again, my first Scream Factory release. Very excited to get this. We have The Burning. Again, try and get that without the glare on. Watched this last night. Really, really good 80s slasher film. I think it was 80s or 80s slasher film about these basically these kids kind of years ago played a prank on this janitor called Cropsy, and he got badly burned. And then I think it's 5 years later he comes out of the hospital, and he basically takes revenge on the people who killed him. Friday the 13th. And it's a really good film. Contains the acting debuts of Fisher Stevens, Holly Hunter, and Mr. Jason Alexander. I'll tell you something. He was buff back in the day. He looked plus he had hair, which is always a bonus. But again, I thought it was going to be. I love these kind of 80s slasher films that really take themselves seriously. I mean, it wasn't just kind of like a hack and slash that these kids are dicks. I actually kind of cared for some of these kids, and then of course, yeah, big spoiler, you find out that one of the camp counsellors was one of the kids who set the guy on fire. but really worth checking out. Really enjoyed this one. I love the ones that kind of take themselves seriously, because like it's like a film like Basket Case. Like Basket Case, you think that you just be kind of like off the wall and kind of like crazy and kind of batshit crazy, you know. But it's not. It's kind of a serious horror film, and this is the same. Really enjoy this one. I'm definitely going to be keeping this. We have The Burning, and now I'll get on to the UK editions. I have first up. You have About Time in this very nice super glossy style slip, obviously with of course Valentine's Day coming around the corner. Whatever. It's kind of a little. Kind of Valentine's card, I guess. Watched this one again last night. Really good film. It's just some of the kind of the plot contrivances I couldn't really get past. It's like they set up these kind of time travel rules and they kind of break them. I basically kind of agree with all that Mark Kermode said. It's a very funny film. I laughed a lot in this film, but it gets extremely kind of saccharine, I guess you could say. It gets really kind of lovey-dovey, which I'm not a big fan of. Domhnall Gleeson and Rachel McAdams basically play this British guy and this American girl who meet at this party, and basically he finds out on his 21st birthday that the men in the family can turn back time, and it's basically he meets this girl and then he kind of screws up the meeting, and then he goes back in time and kind of might try and meet her again. It just follows them in their life, really, and kind of the I don't know. It's just something about it that I really liked, and I've just noticed the Royal Mail van, so I'll be having to cut this in a minute. But anyway, really good film. I definitely recommend checking it out. The best time to watch it really is around Valentine's Day, but I say it gets very saccharine in some places. Far too sweet, but it's a really funny film. Domhnall Gleeson is he's an extremely likeable guy in this film. Really like the character. You're really invested in the characters, but I wish Richard Curtis could have kind of toned it down a bit in some parts. But I say worth checking out if you're a fan of kind of romance films. But yeah, really quite like this one. So we have About Time. The next up is a film that I've heard a lot of good things about. Haven't managed to check this out, but I might watch this tonight. We have 50/50, again trying to look at the glare, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Seth Rogen, who else? Anna Kendrick, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Angelica Houston. And yes, I haven't watched this one, but I've heard very good things about it. Basically, in these updates, I kind of aim to basically the film I kind of buy during the kind of films that I buy in the week, I aim to watch during that week, and then I can actually kind of talk about the films in my updates. But I wanted to get this update out, and I thought, I've watched a few of them, but not all of them. But yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this. Very nice slip cover there, and then it's Blu-ray and DVD. So I think I'm going to really like this one. Heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm looking forward to checking that out. So yep, we have 50/50. And then next up, you have Pontypool. I haven't heard much about this film. I have heard of the film, but I haven't heard kind of many things about it, if it's good or not. But it sounds a really interesting story though. Apparently, basically, I think this kind of zombie apocalypse happens, but the virus is only spread through speech. So it's like if you talk to someone who's infected or something, you get the infection, I guess. And about this guy who works on a radio station, does a radio show, so obviously his job is talking. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this one out. I don't know I think it's Australian, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. But again, might watch this tonight. So yeah, that's Pontypool. And next up, let's show the last film. We have Lincoln. This is the American 4-disc version. I think there was like a regular edition and then kind of a 3-disc, then a 4-disc. This is disc 1 is the film plus bonus features. Disc 2 is all bonus features. Disc 3 is the DVD film and a couple of bonuses. And the disc 4 is digital copy, which I won't be able to use anyway, so I'll probably just chuck that away. Yeah, very extremely. It's a good film. It's not a film that I'd want to kind of watch over and over again, but I liked it in the cinema, and it'd be interesting to watch it again. Haven't watched it since I saw it in the cinema, but yeah, this came out in 2000 and no, 12 in the US and early last year in the UK. I did a first watch video on this, and yeah, it looks like a nice set. Now I don't know if the guy who sold me this did this, but they kind of put kind of 2 discs on each side, which isn't great because it can get scratched and things. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, it didn't like kind of damage or anything, but it could do. Really nice slipcover. The basically everything but this bit in the middle is glossy. Kind of the title is embossed and glossy, and then there's a kind of embossed glossy border, and the rest of it is kind of a matte finish. Really nice slipcover on this. Only cost me 12 quid, so happy with that. So yeah, we have Lincoln. And the last title for this first weekly update is a TV show. I was quite a big fan of Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. It was cancelled after 1 season, which was created by Aaron Sorkin, and this is another one of his TV shows. We have the Newsroom, again, the glare. The Newsroom series, season 1. I actually thought that this got cancelled after 1 season, but it's actually, it got a 2nd season, and the 3rd season is going to be its last, which I don't believe has started in the US yet, but I could be wrong about that. But good, Aaron Sorkin is a great writer. Like I say, I enjoyed Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, and this is kind of in the same vein about this this newsreader played by Jeff Daniels, who this new producer comes into it, and he obviously has this past with her, and it follows kind of his I guess workers trying to put out, like Studio 60 was, like kind of these guys trying to put out this TV show. This is some guys trying to put out a kind of a news show. It is good, but some of the characters I'm not really that fond of, really. It's that kind of thing, if you don't like the characters, there really is nothing to like, really. I mean, it's really well shot and everything, but I don't know, it is good, but I watched about half of the season. I say it's good, but I don't know, something about it that's not brilliant, but I enjoy it. So that's Newsroom Season 1. So that'll do for this first weekly Blu-ray update. A lot of good things coming out next week, so I'll have a lot of good things on the video. So yeah, I think that'll be about it. Hopefully I haven't got off time. If I have, I'll have to put some of these on next week's update. But anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for kind of commenting, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.